Hey everybody. I don't know if this is making the videos more interesting or not. You're probably gonna see every robe that I own across the the span of all these videos. But I'm currently on the floor in week 21 of my second trimester. I actually decided to start filming now so that I'm just not sitting down and giving you everything all at once. Maybe it'll make it easier for me to like edit and stuff later. But I am down here doing some exercises for my back. That's probably one of the main concerns that is likely going to continue, of course, through the rest of my pregnancy. And so, yeah, I actually have an afternoon job that I've still been working. And I say afternoon, my shift runs from 3:30 to 9 p.m. So the days that I do go into work, I'm at work um, in the later part of the day. And I try not to stress myself throughout the earlier part of the day so that by the time I do go into work, I'm not already like exhausted. I work with kids. A lot of people know that. And so they have special needs. Um, Visual impairments. Some of them are completely blind. Most of them, if not all of them, have multiple disabilities, but they're like developmental disabilities and things like that. And so, really, the work that we do is, oh, it's busy. It's busy. It's busy, and it takes a lot of physical strength and effort. And I know that I should be able to continue this job through up until I'm ready to have my baby. But in order to continue to work these kinds of hours, I have to spend a little more time throughout the day, not doing too much, taking care of my body, eating well, making sure I have my breakfast and my lunch before I go anywhere else, and making sure I'm staying hydrated and taking care of things in the house that I'm not going to do at 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. um, but yeah, so second trimester, y'all, is going well so far. Um, it's mid-April. We have a baby shower venue booked. Woo woo. So I'll see you guys in a couple of months. Well, most of you, if not all of you, will see. Can't invite the entire universe. I know everybody wants to be there. But yeah, baby shower planning is well underway. I'm still scoping out the room for nursery planning. I got a new pair of shoes. Ooh, I'll have to show you guys the shoes. I got to figure out how to put the shoes like into here somehow, way, where. Um, but yeah, y'all, oh man. And I'm still feeling like, considering how I could be feeling, I'm not really like constantly dragging. I do have days where I drag, but for the most part, I'm good. I stay on my feet. Um, I handle my business. I do what I got to do. And then if it feels unnecessary, I don't even push myself. I don't even push myself. Um, but yeah, I've got to get up the floor. I think I'm done doing my stretches. Hopefully my back lasts through the day, and I'm going to try my best. I do have a weight restriction at work. Um, I think I did get the weight restriction during my first trimester, but it's for sure been a lifesaver during my second because I know my body can't handle it as my belly continues to grow. I'm not showing the belly off enough. Y'all want to see the belly? Other news, I do. So I think this is the point where I'm trying to decide um, what kind of time and effort to put into my regular schedule, right? So I'm looking at major things that are going on, deciding what to focus on, deciding what needs to start to kind of come to a close, making our baby due list sounds weird. I don't know what to call it. So our like before the baby comes list, right? We have a baby moon kind of planned, so we'll go on our last trip before I can't travel anymore. We've got that planned. Planning the gender reveal because it's Thursday now, my last day of work for the week, and then I can get into the weekend and everything that's going on for the weekend. And one of those big things is the gender reveal. Kiddo's got some plans tomorrow, and so I'll probably be designated mama driver to make sure she gets to. She's got an appointment, and then she has a fun like teen event to go to. So that's really cool. It'll probably be better if I keep recording and you just kind of keep hanging out with me. But yeah, the stretches are becoming almost imperative. If I don't stretch, it throws my whole body off. And so that's why we're down on the floor this morning. And then I just want to make sure I don't blow my back out at work again. I already did that in my first trimester. I'm not going to do that again. We're done. We've learned our lesson, right? I started buying those little drink mix packets, right? And hubby keeps suggesting I use his Mio, but some of them have like energy and vitamins and all kinds of other stuff in there that I don't really want to add necessarily into my diet. Like I'm trying to get that from the food that I eat, and then of course from my prenatal, which is the main thing that I usually take. But he just sent me a text. I should see what's going on with hubby, and I don't know. I'll get back to you guys next time something major is going on, because right now I'm just chilling, and this is mostly just a very long intro to me saying, hang out with me for the next 6 weeks. So this section of the vlog is probably going to be end up being very like a day in the life of what's going on today. I tried to kind of correct the angle of my camera. Ooh, let's get that out of the way. Okay, so I am currently waiting for Kiddo. She's at her appointment. We'll be here for an hour, and then after this appointment, we'll go to an event at the DIA for her. It's Friday, right? And it's my off day, but also this leaves me opportunity to be present for my family, right? Especially since we've been spending more time, or Jordan's been spending, you know, more of her time with us, going to school in our area, things like that. So when she has like appointments or anything that's going on in her schedule for a Friday or for a Monday, I can do that. This is, you know, mama chauffeur day on some level. She does have a car, she does drive, but some things like, you know, coming all the way out here to this appointment or going downtown, I don't mind, you know, supporting her in that, just because she hasn't driven around downtown before. And I don't want her to feel uncomfortable trying to find parking and all those kinds of things when she needs to be on time to something. Especially today, we squeezed in this appointment for 3:30 so that she can be at the next thing at 5. So that means as soon as this is over, we got to hit the road and be at the next thing. And I don't want her to have any anxieties about having to get from here to there. Like, I know her as a person, I know her as a driver, and it's just easier for me to be mama and take care of that stuff for her. So that's what's happening today. The beauty of working part-time really does lead me to be available like this for my family, and it left me feeling comfortable, I think, enough to say, like, okay, I want to become pregnant because I feel like I have the time and the energy, and we have the stability in our home, and, you know, we're comfortable with finances, you know, all that kind of stuff. And so that's what makes, you know, kind of contributes to like, okay, now's a good time for us as a family. We didn't necessarily anticipate the shift with Jordan, but it really didn't matter. I still chalk that up to God's timing and expecting and knowing that he was like, this is what your family is going to look like. You know, this is what's going to happen for you guys right now. And so if he orchestrated all that, why wouldn't he provide us what we need in the midst of all that, right? And so, yeah, I've been able to do this. It's a pleasure and a joy to be able to, you know, lean a little bit more on my husband to be our financial provider, but it also means that he's going to be, you know, working that 9-to-5 schedule, doing other events and stuff around his job, that just make it so he's not present at certain moments and certain times, but he still has his weekends with us, you know, he still has his evenings with us. And for me, I can run around on Monday, I can run around on Fridays, and do whatever I need to do for our family, for our house, you know, for Jordan, like I said, you know, driving her to these appointments and things today. The nice part is we work well as a team, right? Teamwork makes the dream work. I'm going to end up dropping her off at the next thing just because I have to do them back to back. There's no other way to do it. But he suggested that I come home after I drop her off, and he can be the one to go back to pick her up. So if I really don't feel comfortable getting back in the car and driving out, especially now because I'm the pregnant one, right? Pull the pregnant card. He can go and do that for me. So really, this is just a season of finding a new balance and a different shift in our family dynamic, but really all just working to be on the same page and making sure everybody has what they need, and that nobody is stretched too thin or, you know, is doing more than they have the capacity for right now. So that is one of my favorite parts, I think, about, I think just this season of life for us, not just about my second trimester, right? It's just that, man, I don't know. Everything's coming up great. Quick edit. Hubby and I figured out how to do a date night while kiddo was out enjoying her event. It was actually super close by, and as soon as she was done, she came and crashed our date, y'all. So I have heard from people, and I've had somebody literally say to me that I'm cute pregnant. And that's not me like making it up or trying to like toot my own horn or whatever. Like, I don't chalk this up to anything that I've done. I mean, maybe on some level, but it sounds like everybody's pregnancy is different, right? As I continue to, you know, get further along, as I continue to have more people notice and recognize, like, oh, wait, you're pregnant? Like, there's people at church who still are just now finding out, which is so funny. I'm like, yeah, no, finally you see the bump. Like, we can't ignore it anymore. Or not ignore it, but, you know, we can't miss it anymore. People tell me that I'm glowing and all this kinds of stuff. You know, they've said, oh, wow, you look so good. Like, you know, all this, like, you know, you look amazing, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, give me a minute. Let me get into the third trimester and we'll keep talking about it. We'll see how I feel then. We'll see how I look soon. Like, give me another month or two. But really, I am just grateful that I've still been doing pretty well. And, you know, I'm counting my blessings, and I'm not trying to brag about it or anything. I mean, if anything, I'm bragging on God. But I know that I generally care for my own personal health. Like, before, you know, I got pregnant, I was a very healthy person. I've had a strong immune system. I, you know, I eat well. We have our vegetables. We eat at home. We cook, you know, all those kinds of things. And I think a lot of that contributes to my personal health. I see my regular primary care. I see the dentist regularly. Oh, I need to call the dentist and tell them that I'm pregnant so they know when I come in there. But anyway, I see the dentist every 6 months. I go to my annual appointments. I see, you know, the gynecologist, like all of those kinds of things. Like, I'm managing my health to the best of my ability. Of course, you know, here and there I forget to take a prenatal. I took mine today. But, you know, I have been doing the best that I can to manage my own personal health. And again, I haven't dealt with any major chronic illnesses or anything like that throughout my life. And so even if I'm considered geriatric and high risk, as far as, you know, the fact that because of my age, I still know that I haven't dealt with a lot of health, you know, concerns, besides what I'm supposed to be making you guys a video about it. But besides my like menstrual cycle being really, really difficult to work with, besides that, I haven't broken a bone. I haven't had any major hospital visits. Like, I really have just been a generally, you know, good health person. And then also, I know my husband has remained, you know, generally pretty healthy throughout his life as well. And so I think just the contributing factors of mom and dad, you know, and then of our, you know, family history as well, just don't add up to me having too many issues with the baby or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? And so, healthy mom, healthy baby, right? I mean, generally. And so, I'm grateful for that. And I don't take too much credit myself. It's just the blessing from the Lord, I guess. But yeah, I really am doing well, and I'm glad. And I mean, I've had some, you know, acne breakouts and stuff like that, but nothing unusual, nothing that has been like more than I typically deal with. And again, I'm just waiting for third trimester to just like hit me like a Mack truck. I don't know what's gonna happen. But so far so good, y'all. I mean, I'm just a couple of weeks into my second trimester, so keep praying for me. Okay, y'all, so I'm getting ready for the gender reveal. It is this weekend. It's Friday. Don't mind me. There's no traffic out here right now, but I won't look at you. How about that? I just rode out with my husband. He had an appointment in the area where my parents live, and so I was like, well, let me just ride with you and I'll go see my mom. She had gotten a picture from my brother in the mail of my niece, and so I was like, let me come by and see the picture of baby girl. And so I got my little picture and I got to talk to her a little bit, and I'm sure she definitely had her phone out. She was taking pictures of me. My mom's so funny. She's like, oh, look at you, I'm just looking at you. Like, you know, you can obviously see like the bump is sticking out. And so I think, you know, sometimes that's nice too. She can kind of see me as I'm growing and going along and stuff. And so I'm sure she appreciated that. We're at a red light. red light. But I'm sure she appreciated it, seeing me looking extra pregs today. But yeah, having a solid day. The weather's finally changing. But did I say that? We're getting ready for the gender reveal. It is this weekend. We will know soon. Oh my gosh. Everybody, it's the only question people ask now. Do you know yet? Do you know yet? Do you know yet? And I'm like, the gender reveal is coming. I promise it's coming. It's coming. Everybody at work asking, everybody at church asking. We will know very, very soon. And I'll be able to share that news with you guys. When this video comes out. Some people may already know before they see the video, but it'll just be fun to watch it all unfold, right? Okay, let's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello vlog. Of course the refrigerator decided to start running in the background, so hopefully that doesn't cause any issues with the volume in the video. The gender reveal was yesterday. I'll try to make sure there's some content inserted. Oh, this is a real kitchen right now. Oh my goodness. Look at the kitchen. Okay, first off, there's leftover cupcakes. This is the boy or girl cake. The board that everybody voted on is still on the table. I'll show you that. It'll be easier to see in a little bit. But the air fryer is open because I made some lunch earlier. This is like a real life vlog. Things are happening in real life. There might be food on the stove. But anyway, so excited about all the people that showed up for the gender reveal. Now that was like the intimate crowd, right? It was the people who are local, people who we know would want to be like, you know, present, people we know who were waiting, like just a really like tight-knit family, friends that are like family group. And I am super grateful for all of you guys. Like, oh my goodness, my heart was so full. We had such a good day. Oh my goodness. And the weather was beautiful, but it was just such a good day. Oh my goodness. Like I'm still having conversations with people now. A lot of my my close friends who live near and far are just celebrating the news with me, and I'm just talking to my girls, and some of them have kids of their own already, so like it's just fun to be like, I'm in the mama club, like the, you know, carried a baby mama club now, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, yesterday was such a good day, and it's spilling over into today, and I'm trying to just rest and relax. Oh my goodness. I tell myself I feel like I ran a half marathon yesterday, because hubby ran a marathon technically after all the things we did over the weekend. I don't think people realize he got on his running shorts and his water pack, and he went out for a 15-mile run because he is still training for his run coming up. Like, go hubby go. He has really been dedicated with training for his full marathon. But yeah, he went out and ran and came home, was like, I'm beat. I'm like, listen, I didn't do that, but I feel the same way you do. I promise we feel the same. Maybe there's a particular pain that you feel that I don't feel, but whoo, same. Getting to the second trimester and having to host an event seems like absolutely nuts, but it was worth the time. It was just worth all like the love. It was worth being able to find out in the warmth of all these people who care about us, like that we got our boy. Like, I won't be able to explain to most people how deep this is for me. Like, I'll never be able to explain it to you. Please just understand that this runs real deep for me. And this is a huge, monumental, like pivotal moment. There's testimony in this. There is just like such a joy in this. There is such an excitement in this. And y'all please remind me this is how I feel when I'm crying postpartum and I'm like, oh, this baby, God. Remind me, I love my little boy. I love him so much already. I sing to him every day. And sometimes he kicks around. Here you can kind of see him there. Oops, sorry. But sometimes he kicks around. I can still feel the flutters and stuff. I'm not feeling like full big, huge kicks, but I feel like, you know, the bump where his head is sometimes, and just feel him fluttering around. I love that I can say him now, but just feeling him fluttering around and doing his little thing in there. And I'm like, I know you're there, mister. I know. I'm paying attention to you. And I'll sing, or sometimes when I'm humming. Or like yesterday when we were in church and I was like singing along and like, you know, standing and kind of just swaying. Like I felt him like, I'm like, are you dancing too? Like, do you like this? Like, are you going to be, you know, singing and dancing with mama one of these days? But I just, oh my goodness. Am really, really, really just so emotional right now. And part of me is like, is it because I'm still kind of moody because of the hormones? And maybe, but also it just feels, it's genuine emotion. It's genuine, like, this is what even my stepdaughter has been praying for. Like, she's always wanted a little brother, and here he comes, you know, and I'm like, I, I don't know. But yeah, I feel like mother and wife duties have been a little lighter than I anticipated. Because like right now, hubby's gone to a board meeting for the science center, and kiddo is visiting her boyfriend. It's documented, you know, maybe this will be very, very dated later, but as of right now, yes, she's dating a really sweet kid. And so she's like, I want to go see him. And I'm like, you know what? That sounds great. I think she even tried to ask me, and I'm at home and I'm upstairs and I didn't answer the phone or anything because I was like knocked out. Okay. I had to take a nap. I tried to sleep last night. The pregnancy insomnia is not a joke these last few days. I tried to sleep last night. I fell asleep because I told you I ran my marathon for the day, and I laid down at 11, 12, whatever time it was. I was finally like, whew, okay. Closed my eyes. I was out. 3 a.m. Boom. Back up. And it was 4, and it was 5, and it was 6. And I was like, what? Why am I still awake? I thought we were exhausted. Like, we didn't just need a 3-hour nap. Are you serious? And so, yeah, I was awake all the way up until kiddo's like wake up time for school, and then finally fell asleep. And then she was late waking up, and I'm like, oh Lord, what is this day right now? Hold on. Like, we like, you know, emotionally and just like physically just, you know, fell out, and kind of yesterday just poured into today, and it's like, ooh, okay, ain't nobody ready to get up. But yeah, I mean, you know, she still made it to school and all that. But yeah, so I was like, there will be a nap today. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I took a nap. I did get a chance to go out and do a little shopping that I wanted to do. I've been following some Dollar Tree vlogs, and finally found somebody local who mentioned a really good location. And so I drove out there, and then I came back. By the time I was back in the area, she needed to come get picked up from school because I took her this morning. I don't always, but I took her this morning. Went back to pick her up, brought her home, sat down for a second, made a little food because I was like, obviously we're hungry, we have to eat something. I ate, and then I was out. I was gone. Woke up again, and I feel like I'm starving. Like, what is this? It's a boy. It's a boy, y'all, and he gonna eat us out of house and home apparently, because I can't stop eating. And I thought it was only supposed to be an extra like 3, maybe 400 or so calories, right? Tell me if you know, mamas. But only like 3 or 400 more calories than I typically eat. But I feel like I'm eating like, I understand why people say eating for 2, because it feels like you're having enough meals between you and somebody else. Like, somebody else could be eating half the food that I'm eating. Because every time I look up, I'm like, oh my goodness. And everything sounds good, and anything sounds good. And I've been eating too many sweets, and I try to cut back. It's so hard. But y'all, I don't know. He get me every time. He be like, just eat the cookies, Mom. Oh man, but yeah, second trimester has been its own challenges. Don't always feel like, but a lot of times I do, which I'm so grateful for. Like, I'm just gonna keep counting my blessings because I know I could feel worse. But I get tired and, you know, a little worn down, and sometimes I feel like I'm a little mentally overloaded. And I have like foggy pregnancy brain. Oh my goodness, it feels so weird. Sometimes I forgot someone's name at work. Like somebody whose name I really should know, but it just would not come to me. It was the weirdest thing and I couldn't remember. Don't I'm not gonna say who because people at work watch these. But I could not remember this name. And I was like, where, what? I have to, what? Who is that? And I was seeing the person's face in my head and just could not name it, the person. And so it was the weirdest thing. And I finally just I had to hear someone else say it. And I was like, pregnancy brain. It's real. Be careful out here. Start taking notes, write stuff down, make yourself lists, put up some post-its. I've had my little summer dress on today. My mom got me this one, or gave me this one. I don't know where it came from, but it fits nicely, covers the bump well, you know, and it's like flowy at the end. It's got like some asymmetrical hem. But I've been wearing dresses, y'all, and I'm glad that the weather's finally changing because it's so much easier to just throw on a light dress and just, you know, work through the day and, you know, do what I gotta do. I don't need like a full wardrobe. It's because I'm supposed to be vlogging, y'all. I just got to work. It's out there. I have the bag of all bags these days. Oh, you should see what it says. It's so cute. My niece got this bag for me actually, for Christmas. That was so cool. But yeah, no, bag of bags. There is a cup for my water. I fill it inside. I have a leftover Gatorade. I've got my actual like little purse, but then I filled it with all my like break snacks. A little fruit bar, a little Cliff bar. There's a beef jerky in here, and like, you know, I think there was one more snack. Oh, and these. I've been living on these. This is my in-between to-go snack. Oh my gosh, when I'm like dying and I have to have a snack, that's good. I threw the Tums in here. Yesterday, I started getting some indigestion, a little heartburn toward the end of my shift. I have no idea why. All I ate was like one thing for snack, and apparently it bothered my tummy, so there's that. I'm carrying this stuff just in case my belly needs it. Been feeling a little discomfort with the stretching and all that, but it helps. We got gum, because why not? The belly band, which I'll put on when I get inside. Some like, you know, clean wipes. My prenatal, I still need to take my need to take my prenatal today. So if I just grab it and take it with me, then maybe I'll remember. There's a hairbrush, but oof, can't do work without it. So I realized that there wasn't a proper outro for this video because I kind of want to stop it here. I already kind of told myself there was going to end up being like 2 parts to this. So this is my hint to you that there is more second trimester to come. But yeah, I'm just in the kitchen. I was going to show you guys. I got this water bottle. I actually found it at Dollar Tree. I don't know how well you can read, but it's got like some little motivational phrases for getting through drinking this amount of water. I think it holds up to 64 ounces. I did not fill it that much. It's at 42 because I have had some beverages today, and so I won't force myself to try and get the whole 64 in today. But it's a Monday and I'm not going to work or anything like that. So I figured it'd be cool to try and chug this today. Well, not chug, you know what I'm saying. Work my way through it today. But I am making a pineapple lemonade, what I'll call it. Because I do like the lemonade drinks at Wendy's, right? And so it's making me think about that. And I have more drink flavors, and this is kind of what I'm getting into now. So I'm gonna make a little pineapple lemonade and throw those packets in there. I also have Tropical Splash. I think, yeah, most of these I got from Dollar Tree as well, so they're all like, you know, $1.25. They might be cheaper somewhere else, but there was such an assortment. I told you guys I found that vlog of that lady talking about the Michigan locations, and so the one that I went to, I think it was in Warren, had like a ton of these things, and this is what I've been looking for to motivate me to drink a little more water. I got cherry icy flavor and this like peach flavor as well. And sometimes I'll just do a solid one. Sometimes I mix them. Like today I'm gonna mix, because we've had this for a while and it doesn't have much sweetness to it. It's just like straight lemon. And I'm finally like, oh, I can use that straight lemon flavor, because I'll toss it in with these others and it gives a little more sweetness to it. Hopefully, some of them I don't use the whole packet. Like maybe that's just me. It's so concentrated. I'm like, oh my God. But yes, I'm gonna make my pineapple lemonade water for today. And I just got a grocery order. I can show you guys that too, but this is probably gonna be, again, this is the last, this is the end, the end of the end, the end, the end, the end. And maybe I'll talk to you guys about groceries in the next video. Oh my gosh, there's so much more content I can keep sharing. But yeah, I'm gonna make my water for the day. Cheer me on, y'all. Tell me to stay hydrated. If y'all see me at work, be like, hey, have you had water in a little while? Like, tell me to jump out and take a break and drink some water. I take my brand new Stanley to work now, actually. So this will be for like home or, you know, hanging about. And I'll keep this for work because it's easier to just grab it and carry it. And I fill it with water and ice when I get to work. And sometimes I take my flavor packets. Sometimes I don't. But yes, there's an ice maker at work. So I conveniently put ice in my... put ice in it as well, because it just is better. I don't know, it tastes better temperature wise. And working, we get pretty warm in that building. But yeah, so this is courtesy of the Michigan Science Center. Shout out to hubby, he is on the board, and they gave out some swag at the annual meeting that he was just at like a few weeks ago, or a couple weeks ago. And we get some cool stuff at home because of the Science Center board. So, you know, shout out to that kind of stuff. And just a, you know, sneaky plug for the Michigan Science Center. But yeah, this was like a gift. So yeah, I use this for work, and then I will use this today for home and other activities. And I will see y'all in the next video for the rest of this trimester. Oh, gosh.